Hello everybody and welcome to the Cardboard Dungeons X-Wing ship reviews. My name is Pat and we are looking at the single Rebel ship in X-Wing's Wave 7, the K-Wing. This is their shiny new heavy bomber and it brings several huge changes to the game. So I'm going to jump right into it because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. The K-Wing is the first small ship in the game with a turret primary weapon. So this ship can fire its primary weapon in a 360-degree arc. Secondary weapons like missiles and torpedoes still need to use the standard front-facing arc, of course. The K-Wing's maneuver dial is extremely limited. It has straights and banks at speeds 1 through 3 and turns at speed 2, and that's it. Notably, there's no red on this dial at all. The K-Wing has an attack value of 2, agility of 1, and 5 hull and 4 shields. This is all very typical of a bomber-type ship. On the action bar, we have focus, target lock, and a brand new action called Slam. It's always a big deal when a new action is added to the game. Slam is a mobility action. Essentially, it lets you choose and execute another maneuver after finishing your normal maneuver. The Slam maneuver must be the same speed as the first maneuver, but you can change the facing, so you can go straight at speed 3 and then bank at speed 3. After taking a slam action, you cannot perform any attacks during combat this round. There's a token included to remind you of this, but I don't think it's really necessary. The upgrade for this ship is fully loaded. There's not even room left for any elite pilot talents, which is okay because no K-Wing pilot can use them. However, there are 7 icons on this upgrade bar. K-Wings can take a turret, 2 torpedoes, a missile, a crew, and 2 bombs. That's a ton of options. Moving on to the K-Wing pilots. Maranda has a pilot skill of 8 and costs 29 points. Once per round when she attacks, you can either spend 1 shield to roll an additional attack die, or roll 1 fewer attack die to recover 1 shield. This is a neat ability with a lot of utility. You can boost an attack, or recover a shield and weaken your attack. With the turret, it shouldn't be too difficult to find eligible targets. Keyto, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but that's what I'm going with, has a pilot skill of 6 and costs 28 points. When another ship at ranges 1 or 2 is attacking, it may treat your focus tokens as its own. We've seen Rebel pilots with these support abilities that feed tokens to squad mates before. This ability doesn't particularly jump out at me as incredible, but maybe we'll discover some powerful combos that will make it really good. Guardian Squadron Pilot has a pilot skill of 4 and costs 25 points. Finally, Warden Squadron Pilot has a pilot skill of 2 and costs 23 points. This expansion makes up for the Keyrax fighters' nearly complete lack of new upgrade cards. Every single upgrade here is new to X-Wing, although we will see some of them repeated in the TIE Punisher expansion. But I haven't reviewed that one yet, so these are all new. Twin Laser Turret is a new turret upgrade, and there are 2 copies in this expansion. It costs 6 points and lets you make 2 attacks with 3 dice at ranges 2 or 3. This is the first turret in X-Wing that can attack all the way out to range 3, which isn't such a big deal for the K-Wing since it already has a turret primary weapon, but Y-Wings and Hawk 290s will benefit greatly from this. Each time an attack hits, the defender suffers 1 damage and then all dice results are cancelled. This is very interesting, because although cancelling your dice results to deal just 1 damage sounds kind of bad, you get to do it twice. It's a really good way to strip focus and evade tokens from enemy ships, but it's also going to force opponents to make a decision about whether or not to spend those tokens or simply take the single damage. However, this turret has an interesting combo with the Gunner crew upgrade. If your twin laser turret attack misses, you can immediately make a primary weapon attack. If the attack that missed was the second attack roll, this combo will let a K-Wing make 3 attack rolls in a single round of combat. If Maranda is the pilot, you can even increase the odds of that second attack roll missing by using her ability to roll 1 fewer die and recover a shield. Plasma torpedoes cost 3 points and require you to spend your target lock and discard its card to make an attack roll with 4 dice against a target at ranges 2 or 3. If the attack hits after dealing damage, remove a shield token from the defender. This is very inexpensive for a weapon that can potentially deal 5 damage in a single attack, but you'll want to save it to use against those heavily shielded ships like Decimators, Millennium Falcons, or YV-666s in order to get use out of its ability. Advanced Homing Missiles costs 3 points and requires a target lock to discard the card and make an attack roll with 3 dice against a target at range 2. If the attack hits, deal 1 face-up damage card to the defender and then cancel all dice results. A successful attack will deal a face-up damage card even to ships with shields remaining, which can be devastating early in a match. Bombardier is a crew upgrade that costs 1 point. When dropping a bomb, you may use the Speed 2 straight template instead of the Speed 1 straight template. I really like upgrades and abilities that change the way that bombs can be deployed because they give much greater utility to these weapons and make any ship carrying them more unpredictable. Extra Munitions is a limited torpedo upgrade that costs 2 points. A ship with this upgrade places 1 ordnance token on each equipped torpedo, missile, and bomb upgrade card. When you use one of these weapons, instead of discarding it, you may discard an ordnance token instead. Basically, this lets you use all of your torpedoes, missiles, and bombs a second time. This is the designer's way of attempting to bring these upgrades back into the game. These have been an issue since the beginning, with most tournament players opting to put points into extra ships instead of expensive one-shot weapons. With Extra Munitions, you can now outfit some ships to the point where every attack they make during a match could be a powerful torpedo or missile. This also makes situational weapons like assault missiles, which are extremely useful against swarms, even scarier. I'm very interested to see if this card has the intended effect of bringing torpedoes, missiles, and bombs back into the game to a significant degree. Ion Bombs is a bomb upgrade that costs 2 points. It can be discarded when you reveal your maneuver dial to drop an Ion Bomb token. The bomb detonates at the end of the activation phase. Each ship within range 1 receives 2 Ion tokens. It's worth noting that this bomb, along with seismic charges and proton bombs, can be dropped as part of a slam action, since the action counts as performing a full maneuver. Therefore, a K-Wing can execute its maneuver, then announce a slam action, drop a bomb, and then execute the slam maneuver. In conjunction with Bombardier, this gives K-Wings an incredible striking distance for their bombs. Connor Net is a bomb upgrade that costs 4 points. It costs an action to discard the card and drop a Connor Net token. When a ship's base or maneuver template overlaps the token, the bomb detonates. The ship suffers 1 damage, receives 2 Ion tokens, and skips its perform action step. It's a big token too, and since it requires an action to use, you get to execute your maneuver first and then drop it, letting you put it right in front of an enemy ship. A ship like the Warden Squadron pilot, with its pilot skill of 2, will be very effective with this weapon, or proximity mines, because they'll maneuver early in the activation phase and can set themselves up for ideal bomb placement. Finally, Advanced Slam is a 2-point modification that lets you perform a free action after performing a slam action, so long as you didn't overlap an obstacle or another ship. This seems really good for only 2 points. It means that in addition to taking a slam action, you can set up for the following round by taking a focus or target lock action, or you could even drop a proximity mine or Connor Net after the slam maneuver. In a single round, a K-Wing with this upgrade could execute a maneuver, declare a slam action and drop an Ion Bomb, execute the slam maneuver, and take a free focus action. That's an incredible amount of battlefield control for a single ship, and should serve to make the K-Wing a very powerful tool for its squadron. And that's the K-Wing expansion for X-Wing. This is a fantastic addition to the game, and you get a lot of great new things out of it, including the first small ship with a turret primary weapon, the first new action since Wave 4 introduced cloaking, new turret, torpedo, missile, and bomb types, and the incredibly powerful and versatile Extra Munitions card that will hopefully make including a heavy bomber in your X-Wing squadrons a viable choice moving forward. As always, thanks for watching the Cardboard Dungeons X-Wing ship reviews. We appreciate your support and your comments. You can follow us on Twitter for updates, announcements, and photos, including our recent Gen Con 2015 coverage, which has lots of pictures of X-Wing Wave 8. We'll be back very soon with a review of the final Wave 7 ship, the TIE Punisher. See you then.